Hello, and welcome. I want to start with a story. It's about a skill that really separates the good from the great in the world of technology, but it's something you'll almost never see on a resume. This is a story about what happens when everything breaks, and the one thing that can put it all back together. It's about the simple, powerful act of staying calm.
So, picture this. The day is starting out just like any other. The coffee's still warm, the office has that morning quiet, the clock reads 9:12 a.m. Just a perfectly normal, totally unremarkable moment. But, as you can probably guess, that's all about to change.
And then, it happens. What starts as a single notification, it quickly becomes a dozen. That quiet hum of activity turns into a roar. The digital heartbeat of the whole company just starts to race, and every single channel is screaming the exact same thing.
Those three little words, they land with this heavy thud. For our admin, we'll call him Alex. It feels like the entire world just stops spinning. The most critical system, the one that he's responsible for, is completely offline.
And instantly, the pressure starts coming from everywhere. You've got users who can't do their jobs. You've got managers demanding answers right now. Other IT teams are pinging him asking what's going on. But the loudest voice, the heaviest pressure of all, that's coming from inside Alex's own head. And right here, we find this simple, really powerful truth. The technical problem, it feels huge, but it isn't actually the hardest part. Nope. The real challenge is the battle that's happening inside Alex's mind. His reaction in this very moment is going to decide everything that happens next.
And in that moment, just feeling crushed by all that pressure, Alex does what so many of us would do. He reacts. He gives in to that spike of adrenaline, that desperate, overwhelming need to just do something, anything, right now. He panics.
In this panic, it leads him down a really dangerous path. He starts restarting servers, just hoping for a quick fix. He's making these hasty changes to configurations without being sure they're even right. He's not really troubleshooting anymore. He's just guessing. And in the middle of all this, he's destroying the clues, the logs, the very evidence he needs to find the real cause.
You see, in every single crisis, there's a choice between two paths. The first path, that's panic. It's all about acting before thinking, making a ton of assumptions, and just creating more chaos. But that second path? That's the path of calm. That's about observing first, asking questions, creating focus. And Alex is standing right at that crossroads.
So, after a few minutes that feel like an eternity with nothing working and the problem only getting worse, Alex just hits a wall. All those frantic changes have done nothing but add confusion. He feels totally lost. And it's in this moment of failure he realizes something has to change. He makes a choice.
He just stops. Right in the middle of this digital storm, he becomes perfectly still. He takes one single, deep breath. And for the first time since this whole thing started, he allows himself to actually think.
And in that moment of quiet, this new thought just crystallizes in his mind. This isn't about him. This is not a personal failure. Complex systems, sometimes they just fail. It's just system behavior. By letting go of the blame, he frees up his mind to actually solve the problem.
So with this newfound clarity, he follows a very simple plan. For the first 60 seconds, he doesn't even try to fix anything. He just gathers information. So step 1, confirm the issue is real. Step 2, figure out who exactly is affected. Step 3, he notes the exact time it all started. And then, step 4, he sends a clear, simple message to his team. We are investigating. Please do not make any changes.
And this simple pause, it changes everything. The evidence is no longer being destroyed. His communication is now calm and clear. All that noise from bad ideas just fades away. And suddenly, the entire team, who had been panicking right along with him, starts to feel this sense of focus and control. His calm becomes contagious.
With a clear head and this calm, methodical approach, Alex finds the root cause. And you know what? It was a single small change made hours earlier. He carefully reverses it. And just like that, the system comes back to life. The alerts go silent. The storm has passed. But the story doesn't end there, because in the aftermath, something really interesting happens. People weren't just talking about the fix, they were talking about how Alex handled the pressure. They remembered his calm, his control, his leadership.
His reputation has totally changed. He's no longer just the guy who fixes Citrix. No, now he's seen as reliable, senior, someone you can absolutely trust when things go wrong. his behavior during the crisis defined him way more than the technical solution ever could.
Alex learned a really valuable lesson that day, a piece of wisdom that professionals in all kinds of high-stakes fields know well. Sometimes, to go faster, you first have to slow down. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Rushing just leads to mistakes and having to do it all over again. What Alex discovered that day is that calmness isn't something you're born with. It's a skill. It's a kind of mental discipline that anyone, and I mean anyone, can learn and practice. It isn't weakness. It's not about doing nothing. It's the path to clear, precise thinking, right when it matters most.
So as we come to the end of Alex's story, the lesson he learned, and the one we can all take with us, is actually pretty simple.
First off, your reaction to a crisis matters way more than the crisis itself. Second, the ability to stay calm isn't some gift you're born with. It's a skill you can practice and build, just like any other. And third, when the pressure's on, trust a simple, clear process more than your own emotional instincts.
So the next time the alarms start blaring and you feel that pressure start to build, just remember, you'll be standing at the very same crossroads Alex was. You're going to have a choice to make. Will you just react, or will you do what he did? Pause, breathe, and choose to lead.
Hi everyone. First of all, thank you for watching this video. My name is Naresh. I am the content creator behind this YouTube channel. I have created a community for Citrix learners where I will be posting a lot of details on Citrix products and how to work in Citrix environments. I'm going to mention the link in the video description, so you can click on that link and you can become part of the community. All right, see you soon. Bye-bye.